Hi, it is the human operating system time. So over last week, since I brought out the heart rate profile, there are many discussions around the world with Wing Chun friends and me on the evolutions of Wing Chun Xiu Lim Tao. And after I discuss or chat with so many Wing Chuners friends around the world, I like to share with you my view on this evolutions of Wing Chun Xiu Lim Tao sets. Thus, the evolutions of Wing Chun Xiu Lim Tao sets today have become a really serious problem. Okay? The serious problem is, what do you expect to get out from the Xiu Lim Tao sets? It doesn't matter it is the evolutions based on the 1960 platform or the 1850 platform. What do one expect to get out from that? Because today, if you look at it, we all like to compose or create our Wing Chun. Then you say, well, this is Hendrik's Wing Chun, and this is Hendrik's Xiu Lim Tao. Well, that's okay. No, this is a free will. However, that is a serious issue here. If certain thing is not fulfilled, and what is the purpose of that Xiu Lim Tao is unknown, just because of it is I like it that way or somebody like it that way, do not expect the mainstream scientist or the mainstream scholar will accept Wing Chun or the Wing Chun Xiu Lim Tao sets. Because in the mainstream science, people is going to look into scientific and what is the purpose, what is the result, what is the cause, and what is the effect. Okay? So today, let's get into this. Okay? Now, before we get into this, let's get rid of two things which is really, really bad practice in Wing Chun for hundreds of years. The first thing is on approve and disapprove. Okay, the bad habit of or bad practice of approve or disapprove. And it just have no reason at all, it just run like this. Oh, my Si Heng's Xiu Lim Tao is bad because my Sifu said he is bad. That is a type of disapproval. Okay? Well, because I disapprove of it, and then I have to approve mine, say, well, mine is better than his. Well, we can go on and on with this thing, and it get you nowhere. Okay? Because it's just all talk. You have no way to know what is the technically on the Xiu Lim Tao content. So if we want to talk serious, where we can get the mainstream people, mainstream scientists to agree, to accept, forget about this approval stuff. Those are just empty word stuff, okay? Opinions. The second thing is about interpretations. We often hear say, well, this is your interpretation. That's my interpretation of Wing Chun. Or there, nobody know how Wing Chun is like 100 years ago. Wow. That too, those type of interpretation too, those type of mentality need to get rid of. If we cannot get rid of the approve, disapproval, and then the interpretations, all those, face it, the bottom line is just egoistic, or if we make it even more clear, self-centered, because I'm right, you're wrong. That has nothing to do with what it is. So this is the two things need to be get rid of. Otherwise, you don't know what it is. It's just like, for example, You got a cell phone, okay? Say you buy an iPhone, okay? An Apple phone. You talk about the technology of the Apple phone. There is nothing there on approval or disapproval. There's nothing on interpretation or not interpretation. Apple phone is Apple phone. You look at that, you open it up, you look at the circuit, it is what it is. What it can do, the pros and cons, and so forth. So if we cannot look at Xu Lim Tao and know, like the Apple phone on its pro and con and design and so forth, and stuck into this approve and disapproval, my lineage, my grandmaster, all this kind of stuff, my interpretation, what is a kiss of death? You just bring everybody down. Because the mind is not clear on what need to be done, but it's just get into all this, which is actually unrelated to the Xu Lim Tao or Wing Chun. There's no data, it's personal like or dislike. Okay? How can I expect that to get any result? Okay, so we need to get rid of this approval and disapproval and this interpretation stuff. If we get rid of that, we can feel much better in the heart too when we discuss technical stuff. It's just like discussing the different versions of Apple phone. There will no emotion involved there. There's no your opinion, my opinion involved there. It is what it is, and then you can enjoy and you can know how different version have its pro and con and the strength and weakness. And that's how things progress. Okay? So it's like in the Silicon Valley. You want to focus on the technology and progress and make good product and make money, or you want to sit around there on this approval and disapproval of what people do. When you sit down there, you don't make money, you don't make product, you just create all kinds of wasting of energy and wasting of time. Okay? So this is reality. You need to think clearly. Now, the first thing on Xu Lim Tao for past 6 decades or so, it's changing from hard way, soft way, hard way, and everybody have their ideas and opinion, the reason of why you have to go hard way, why you have to go soft way. Well, if you look at that, why do the Chinese going the soft way? Why? Why is Xu Lim Tao or other advanced art need to go soft way? Why? Okay, we need to know why. Well, if you look at the Shaolin short strike canon, there's a hard and a soft both there, but they train in the soft way too. So why is it? Well, until we know why is it, we can keep arguing for another 6,000 years on hard and soft. We're going to go nowhere. So let me share with you why is it, okay, not my opinion. In fact, what it is, okay, it's a technology. Why is it? Because in this world, that is the hard way and their soft way. They have both. Hard, you can say, is like strengthening. Soft, you can say you reduce the strength. Okay, so there's hard way and soft way. And then there's a parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic is to cool down, to calm down. The sympathetic is to speed it up, to go fight and flight, or fight and flight, or fight or flight. Okay? And then the soft way is about recovery, fine-tune. On the other hand, the hard way is for apply it, dissipate. Okay? So in a soft way, you learn how to recover, train, condition how to recover, how to fine-tune, in the hard way, you learn how to speed this out and how to use this energy as fast as possible. So like it or not, this is reality. Now, the Chinese have found out, at least for hundreds of years, if not thousands, that if you look at the normal human being, general human being, the default is the hard way. People using their sympathetic nervous system, they apply force. They want things to be quick, fast. They use their body energy. But really rare people know how to recover. Okay? That's why the hard way, if we don't know the soft way, which is to fine-tune and recover and make use of it more effectively, they become brute force. So hard way become brute force. So when the Chinese say brute force, they mean you're just going hard way, you have no idea of how to fine-tune the act. Okay? So one need to start with the soft way, to fine-tune, to get to the recovery, and then one be able to know, oh, this is the dissipate of energy, this is speeding up, this is slowing down. So one be able to see the entire picture. Okay? There's no way out from that because you're human. It's not your opinion, my opinion, you approve or disapprove. That's how it is. The hard way without the soft way will get into the trouble of do not know how to recovery and will dissipate, and it can be damaging to the body, tear and wear. The soft way without knowing the hard way will have no use of it. So it's like parasympathetic nervous system and sympathetic nervous system. So in Xiu Lim Tao, you have both, but you need to go for the soft way. That's why the name Xiu Lim Tao is actually means. Okay, before you get into anybody's interpretation of what Xiu Lim Tao, all this, Xiu mean details. Okay, Lin Tao meaning the essence of training, meaning one be able to train to handle the details, and the details meaning that it has to start from training the soft way, because only soft way it can be able to develop every micro parts of the body, and it has to be able to handle all the 6 core elements per 1850 and per Chinese culture. That's how it is. Okay, and later people call this holistic training as internal training. So we need to know what is going on here. Okay, hard way, soft way. Now, the other day I bring up the heart rate profile. Well, you know what? That is the most scientific way. If you can handle your sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, you can handle your body, accelerate and decelerate. You can handle to train this body, to use this body high speed, to generate the momentum and to recover. Your heart rate will show you when you train the Xiu Lim Tao. When you train your Xiu Lim Tao, you want to, it is in the recovery mode, in the soft way, then you can see your heart rate change with it, going down with it. If it is going up, that means you are using strength, fa jing. Okay? So now you got we all got tools, be able to justify what are we doing. Okay? So that's soft and hard way. Now, also within the Xiu Lim Tao sets, there are 6 core elements. You like it or not, the 6 core element is a categorizations of the entire traditional Chinese martial art for thousands of years. It doesn't matter it's hard style, soft style, internal, or whatever the name. Nothing get out from there. Nothing get out from the sixth core element. And within the 修炼套 set of the conditions of the sixth core element, that embedded a handling, a basic handling, namely the rise, sing, open, and close. And that is the entire sixth core element to every inch of the spine and the joints. Okay, I talk about the 7 bowls because that is the main, the first priority, or the dominant. The reality thing is that every joint. So how is this rise and sing, open and close look like? Which is embedded within the 修炼套 set. It is this way. Okay? It is this way. Okay? Now, this is rising. This is sinking. This is rising. This is sinking. This is rising. This is sinking. The entire body move. Okay, so look at it closely. Okay, this is rising. This is sinking. This is rising. This is sinking. Really minute. So how about the open and close? It is about the body expanding. Open is expanding. Close is contracting. So when the open and close and rising and sinking is together, okay, now this is not just the body move, the physical body, it is the body, mind, breathing, chi flow, force and momentum all together. Okay, so it is this. This is closing and sinking. This is rising and opening. Okay, so this is embedded as the basic, the most basic of the 修炼套 sets when it was designed that way. And the entire spine is moving. When it go up like that, it's moving with the breathing. That is what is called cocoon move. The spine is moving like a cocoon. So when I go up like that, it is like a circle going upward and downward. Okay, so we have a 2 circles here. 1 circle like that, another circle like that. Open and close. The circle like that. This is embedded in the 修炼套 sets. Okay? The entire 6 core element there is synchronized into one piece. That's why it is named as 修炼套, the essence of details training. All these details inside there. Because when it is going to go close to the opponent, every joint counts. Okay? Now, again, this one you can use the heart rate profile to look at, did one really practice this way or not? Did one really have the handling or not of the body? No. Again, if I just hold a stand here and moving my upper hand, the heart rate profile will show, versus the entire body move, handling the breathing and everything synchronized together. Now, in fact, if one just standing there and using the shoulder to generate force, that is going to rise your heart rate because of your breathing is not going to go sink down or deep breathing, and then you are using the upper body strength. However, people, if they are using the body, the entire body with the feet, joint by joint, to deliver the power, the entire body, your body weight, your momentum, that is going to use or to rise your heart rate less. Then you just squeeze the heck out of it, and then you stop here, and then you just move here, and then you cannot breathe. Because when you use the body, your breathing and everything is in a much effective and efficient usage of the body. So when you want to go high speed, if somebody using the momentum and entire body to generate that how many newtons of force compared with somebody sit around holding their body, holding their breath, or have shallow breathing and using their shoulder to punch as hard as possible. Of course, the guy who using only the shoulder and the breathing is suffocate, is not going to generate as much force per the effort. And your heart rate profile will show that. Okay, you generate this two-way, say you generate 100 newtons of force compared with the using the shoulder only or using the entire body. Well, you can look at the heart rate profile. Okay. So, as a conclusion, we need to know what it is. Otherwise, it become what? It become a cult ritual. Well, you listen to me. That is my way. I'm your grandmaster. This is my way. So for me, my view is get rid of those my way, approval, disapproval, my interpretation, my creation. Put it under the heart rate profile reference and see what it is. And look at it under the 6 core element, under the ancient Chinese hard way and soft way. See what does this sets practice cover, or what is the result you can expect to get from it. Other than that, there is no meaning technologically. So this is to share with you. This is serious stuff. Why do one have to do the same ceiling tile set again and again for 10,000 years? Hopefully someday something happens. But it never even designed properly. And if one doesn't know about this hard way, soft way, this 6 core element, all the synchronization, open, close, rising, sinking, those kind of stuff, how can we design something? How can we create our own ceiling tile? How can we modify our ceiling tile? It's like a car mechanic who have no idea how gear works or fuel works. Try to mess around with a car. And then call it, oh, it's Hendrik's car. Well, what good is that car? Can it even run? When I have no idea how to handle this gearbox or that fuel system and all this kind of thing. So, many of the ceiling tile sets today, we like it or not, is already that way. It is like those car which is modified by somebody who have no idea of mechanical stuff. I know it's hard to face this kind of thing. But then you look at this. Is it Wing Chun? Is it traditional Chinese martial art? The answer is no. And the answer is no, it's not that it's about somebody's disapproval of somebody or somebody's interpretation. It is technically, it's like the iPhone or Apple phone. Is it an iPhone or it is not an iPhone? Technically, it is objectively be able to determine that. It's not based on anybody. You can go look at us 10,000 people who know iPhone. Technically, he can tell you the same thing. So this is to share with you, and everybody is free to do what they want. But those who want to get something out from ceiling tile, need to know that this thing exists. Because ceiling tile is a technology. Well, if you know the technology, can you improve it? Sure. But if I don't know the technology, I saw Tai Chi play slowly, Fa Jing, and then gonna incorporate in it. What are we doing? We try to put a Honda Civic a tire into a Porsche, where the wheel, the size of a wheel doesn't even fit. So I don't like to share this kind of stuff, but this is a technology which I think we all deserve to know.